In the year 2014, a new squad of operatives was chosen by the College of Illusion. These fools promptly went on to frustrate their DM at every opportunity. Today, still working together, because really, who else would work with them? They survive as adventurers of fortune. If you have a problem, if no one else can help, and if you can find them, maybe you can hire the Second Breakfast Club.
Tony Kinney as Eddie Falzone.
Jess Owen as Adira Glow.
Michael Cole as Uorag.
Jesse Wicks as Bill Quiverlance.
Nico Rodriguez as your DM.
Welcome back to the continuing tales of A Fool's Quest.
You know what, Fraser the Face? I like you. You got a deal.
Lovely.
I will say it would probably be helpful if we had the map that you guys have made already as a starting point that we could both expand on and cooperatively make more complete.
Yeah, it would be a more efficient use of our additional manpower.
Roz, she's like, what? Would you be a dear and show them the map? Obviously, I don't think that we could part with the map after all the work that Roz has done. Plus, she might stab me in my sleep. But I think it would be very kind if, we showed them, Roz, the map. Don't you agree? And Eddie gives a little bark that he agrees. And she's like, fine, I'll do this. But if they kill us in our sleep, I swear, I will haunt you forever. And Fraser's like, oh yes, good point. Don't die here or your soul will become part of the amalgamation.
Good to know.
I'll do my best to not do that.
All right. Which house will you all be staying at, if you don't mind me asking?
Is there a tavern on the block?
There was something that looked like a tavern. Yeah.
That one.
Okay. Lovely. Well,
The Winchester.
I will see you in the morning then.
All right, I'm going to go down to that tavern or saloon or pub or whatnot and
Wait for this whole thing to blow over.
Ooh, no, we're going to do a roll real quick first.
oh dear.
Go ahead and, because it's getting kind of dark out, so let's roll. I mean, are you guys trying to be quick and quiet?
Yeah.
All right, let's all roll dexterity rolls then and see what we can do. I will say as a group, as long as everyone gets 7 or higher, you will be successful.
I got an 8.
So the
7.
5 or higher, right?
Oh, no.
Lovely.
8.
Okay.
Damn it, Bill.
Symbols.
So,
Yeah.
Wouldn't be a problem if we were at the castle.
what are your hit points at right now, Bill?
Oof. Hell of a first question.
300.
And 3. 316.
16.
16? All right.
Not max, but that's...
That's where you're currently at.
Yeah.
That's my max.
Really?
Okay. So you start walking toward this tavern. You are making your way and sneaking through the streets. It is not super dark outside yet, but the sun is no longer directly on the city. It has fallen behind the treetops. So, I mean, you can tell the sky is still bright. There's just no sunlight touching the buildings, the ground, the walls, anything. You start making your way, and Bill has lost some blood. He's been sick. He's exhausted. This has been a long fucking trip for
And
Bill.
the
so far.
antitoxin is gonna give him diarrhea.
Oh, yeah. It's already messing with his stomach. He's feeling gurgly. And he stumbles just a little bit over a piece of stone that had popped up on the road. And as he goes to brace himself against the wall to keep from falling, his cymbal smashes right into the wall, letting out a loud clang of noise. You all turn instinctively to check on Bill, who just made a loud clang of noise. And just as you turn to go back and keep making your way toward the tavern, a shadowy creature flies out from one of the alleys and just grabs onto him and starts whipping him with tentacles, doing 5 points of damage and knocking him to the ground.
Oh, don't like that.
Wayo.
And, Bill just got knocked down, and this thing just took its turn and did that, so I will let the three of you other ones decide who goes in initiative. Who is probably closest to Bill can probably go first.
Let's do. I'm probably in the front because I was heading to that tavern.
Yeah.
I'm seeing if there's bottles still.
Yeah. And Uorag almost always takes up the back, right?
Yeah. So it'd probably be me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So probably Uorag.
Yep. So I will lunge over there and see if I can remove this shadowy tendrily thing off of Bill.
Okay.
So just a regular attack.
Yep.
It's a 9.
Okay, so a 9 hits, but it gets to hit you back.
5.
Okay. 5 damage knocks it up and off into this air away from Bill, allowing him to kind of free himself from its grapple. But it does claw at you with these shadowy claws, doing 3 points of damage back to you. I think you have 3 armor, right?
Yeah.
So it just hits your armor, and
Now, being that close to it, could I discern anything about it?
It is a make a roll to see.
Oh. What is that? Wisdom?
Yeah.
13.
Okay. So this entity, it is an emotion. So there is a dark blood magic that was put over the curse, and there are all these shadowy figures and pieces of it. And it's right, there's this blood curse that is the amalgamation of all the dead souls that lived here, all that dead energy. But it's not their actual souls, it is the emotions that happened at the time they died. With the exception of the core souls that are managing this. They are the evil entities. So this is almost like a bad vibe that is attacking you. Fire and ice aren't going to be able to do it, but radiant damage would be able to do it, or any kind of sunlight would be able to impact this creature. Is what you get from being that close to that many souls. I mean, there's just that much life energy in this little shadow. But you also know that they're connected. So if one knows you're here, the others now also know you're here.
All right.
Also, they can hurt you.
So they also are susceptible to physical damage too, right?
They are, if you do enough damage to them, it's enough to shock them, essentially.
Okay.
Which is what you did. You're not going to kill this thing. You are just going to surprise it a little bit. I mean, unless you have radiant damage or sunlight, which will make it dissipate, but yeah.
We do not. All right, let's run to that tavern.
Run! Go! Get to the chopper!
All right, I would probably say Adira is next in initiative, so you just bolt it toward the tavern.
Yeah.
All right, and then Eddie, you as well.
Yeah, me as well.
All right, so Bill, you were on the ground, attacked by this thing. What are you doing?
I'm running. I'll try and get my feet and just sprint after him.
Yeah. Well, I knocked it off of you, so
You're free.
good to go.
Yep.
Yeah, appreciate it.
It is going to, shocked and angry at Uorag, it is going to hit Uorag for only 3 points of damage, but it grapples onto you now. You're still standing there, so obviously it's just wrapped around you, the shadowy form. You
Does this
feel
seem
it.
pretty strong, or?
Yeah, it seems pretty strong. Yep. So it's like latched onto you. Yep. And the rest of you, Eddie and Adira, you're pretty confident that with the amount of movement you just used, another round of that will get you to the tavern. Bill, you're a little bit behind them still because you had to get up and run. And then Uorag, you're at the back.
So since it has me grappled, I'm going to shapeshift into a large puddle of water
Okay.
with using my Think Talker upgrade to shape.
Okay. And do a body of water.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
And just ooze out of its grasp
Okay.
if that's possible.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure. I was hoping you would shapeshift with this attached to you. Go ahead and see what it does. Make your roll.
Ooh. 11.
Oh, damn.
Really?
I was really hoping for a fail.
No. It's 11, 12, 13.
Okay, so you turn into a 13, you shapeshift right out, and that gives you 3 moves. That
I don't think you turn into a 13, but
He does if you want. Roll 13.
I can.
You just flop right out of it. And, yeah, it
With 2 watery hands, one.
as you slime ooze away.
Yeah.
Okay, that takes us back to Adira.
I'm still hoping it to the tavern.
All right, so you get to the tavern door first. You've got an action. You could open the door if you want, or try to.
Yeah.
It is locked.
Well, shit.
But, I mean, these doors are old and you know it's wood. The outside walls
Just
are made...
climb over them or slide under.
I've got an axe. I can just chop right
Assume
through
it's
it.
like the half saloon doors.
Uorag can just flow under it, right?
Hey, yeah.
So all the designs of this place, outsides are stone, but the insides are wood. So like the interior walls, they're like made of wood on the inside, but the outsides are stone. The doors are made of wood as well. So if you wanted to use your strength to try and burst it in, just with a shoulder check, you could probably even do that.
Yeah.
Just do a strength roll.
Try to... Sorry, that's an 8.
I will give you the option. Either you successfully do it, but you take a little bit of damage to the shoulder going in. I'm going to roll a d4 for the damage. Or you hit it and it kind of knocks back off on the hinges and you're confident with a strength check next time that it'll work and you let you in, but you're going to have to wait one more round where you're all trapped outside with shadowy creatures.
Well, we're just going to have to take a little bit of damage to that shoulder, I think.
What a team player.
Need to get in there.
That is 3 points of damage.
Well,
to
son of
your
a
shoulder.
bitch. That's not nice.
It's a hell of a door.
Yeah.
It's a very strong door. Careful.
Petrified.
I'll hold it open for you.
All right. So Uorag is a puddle of water.
Yes.
So he's probably a little bit slower now, right?
He's a puddle of mud.
Yep.
I'm going to run back and drink him and then run so that he can keep up. No.
With a straw.
I am going to cast Fairy Fire at this shadow creature just in the hopes that it... No, it's off you now. No, I'm just going to cast Silent Image of Uorag 10 feet behind where the shadow creature's at.
Okay.
Not as a puddle of water, though, just as his regular Furbolg self.
Yep.
That's like a 12 for the roll, so...
The image is perfect. And I will also let you know right out the gate, the creature, you notice something. I assume you turn and start running again?
Yeah.
All right. You notice something right out the gate after you cast that. You're looking at the creature, seeing what it's doing. It no longer seems interested in Uorag or the image.
Uh-oh.
It turns and starts heading right after Bill again, the closest person. Right after him. That's what it starts moving in that direction. Obviously, it's not its turn yet, but that's what you're pulling up with that good of a success on your ability.
All right.
And then you make
Just
it inside.
going for the closest person. Do I have time to pull that scroll out and activate it?
You don't have time to pull it out and activate it. You, as far as like, you cast a spell, then you turn and you like beelined it, and you get there and you get inside. But your next turn, you can get it open and activate it.
Perfect.
Yep. All right. Bill.
I'm going to sprint inside the door and hide.
All right. So you were taking up the back, but you don't do any other actions. So you just double move it, sprint as fast as you can, burst into the door, cymbals clashing onto the ground as you collapse into
Just
safety.
running dive to behind Adira.
Help! 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 Help!
Got the move all down to where I pull the cymbals out and drop them on the ground and drop to my knees and just slide across.
And it is now the monster's turn.
And Mike's contemplating the sound that would make.
So I'm thinking, what do I got to do there?
There's gonna be
So
Weird symbols and splashing sounds always.
the monster comes charging in.
Who didn't shut the door? Way to go, Bill.
Uorag's still out there.
Oh,
Yeah, we gotta wait for
we
it to be
can
wet
open the
inside.
door.
It comes flowing toward you. And it got a 6. So it gets all the way up to the door and it smashes right into the wall and then kind of strikes it, knocks itself back a little bit. Made of shadow, it doesn't penetrate the wall right away and a little bit stuns itself. Adira, you see 3 more coming from the other end of the street down toward the tavern now, just zipping at you and their shadowy forms. And Uorag, it's your turn.
There's more coming, so make it snappy.
Okay. Everybody's in the tavern now.
Yep, except for you.
So I will do my little mud flow to the door and then shapeshift again to a stone wall where the door was.
Okay, all right.
Hopefully. 8.
An 8 is,
It's like what, 1 move?
yeah, yep.
Cool.
So, yeah, you turn into a stone, and I guess you're
Which
gonna,
is
like...
the antlered face on this side. That should hold him.
And I guess your move is gonna probably just be to block them from coming in inside, put up a full thick wall, they can't get around you. Defensive nature. Okay, and it is Adira's turn.
I don't know. There's nothing to do with him blocking the door.
Okay.
Uorag, you just stay there. Let's see what happens.
All right, so let Eddie do his thing with the scroll.
Red pop. Does that require a roll or anything?
The red pop scrolls don't, because you're not using them to attack anyone or anything like that, and you're just creating a place of power. So, boom, you have now a place of power in this tavern, and yeah. And so you feel it. All of you feel the power, Eddie's power, emanating throughout this.
All right. Hey, Uorag, your face is on this side. You don't have a way to sense what's going on out the other side, huh?
Do you feel anything in your butt?
1 moment. So I'll dissolve my face on that side and pop out the other side.
Getting some meat wad vibes here. Yeah, so you do that, and you can see.
I don't see shit over here.
You can see them out there, but they are now like wandering away.
Just kind of milling about, doing their own thing.
It's like they don't see you anymore.
Okay. So I'll revert back to the other side.
It seems they're preoccupied and have other things to do.
All right, good deal. You could probably come down now then if you want. We'll just prop this door up.
Okay, so I'll return to normal shape and help.
I didn't break the door. I broke myself.
And the door. Just broke the latch probably. We'll just hold it shut with a table or something.
Bippity boppity boop.
All right. Yeah, so you guys do that, and the tavern is now yours.
Dun, dun, dun.
Nice.
It's the Winchester.
All right, I'm going to go take inventory. And then start the deep fryers heating up and
Make some
chili
fish
fries.
sticks.
While the fools settle into the Winchester, we are going to take a quick ad break.
Hello, fellow D&Ders. My name is Jerome.
I'm Jennifer.
I'm Jody.
And together with our friends Kara, Timothy, and Jared, we are the cast of the D20 to Curtain podcast, where Oklahoma theater geeks and their friends hit record and explore our new addiction to Dungeons and Dragons.
We think D&D is more than just a game. It helps us tap into the enduring power of storytelling.
We combine live gameplay with behind-the-curtain episodes to share our experiences, insights, habits, discoveries, and passion for D&D with anyone who will listen.
We hope D20 to Curtain will make you laugh, cry, maybe even make your experience at your table even more satisfying. Check us out anywhere you listen to podcasts or visit us at d20tocurtain.com or at D20 to Curtain on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
We look forward to having you. All we ask is that you have fun, be kind, and play the role.
Hey everyone, before we get back to the show, I just want to remind you that we have a Discord group, and I'm going to put the link to that in the notes of this episode. So if you'd ever like to join in and talk to the cast, or maybe jump in a one-shot, or hang out with people, or just give feedback, check it out. Click the link, hop in our Discord, say hola. All right, back to the show. So you guys you make it in. What all types of things are in this tavern that you, as you look around? You guys tell me.
Well, I assume there's a bunch of dusty bottles on the shelf behind the bar. And
oh, for sure.
Mirror,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mirror. There's a towel somewhere.
Oh, yeah. But it's all like, just crumbles to dust if you touch it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go, though, behind the bar and then through the little door into the manager's office.
Okay, yeah.
Where there's a desk that I'm going to open the drawer off and take out the bottle of good stuff.
Oh,
and find the key to the safe.
Oh, yeah. Is there any keys in there? There's probably keys.
Oh, yeah, there's definitely keys in there.
Yeah, I'll pull the keys out and toss them to someone, and then I'm just going to go, find a corner with my bottle of the good stuff.
All right, so you go to toss the keys to the person you have holding onto all your stuff, and you realize that Valley's not with you. Neither is your treasure cart, treasure chest, or your cart. She was using the bathroom when you were at the cranes, and you guys all just left her.
Hey, guys.
Oops.
Valley. Oh, yeah, shit, that's a... Ooh. Wow.
I thought it was quiet.
First off in the morning.
And to everyone's dismay, except for Uorag, who doesn't give a shit, she has all the hot pockets.
Oh, damn. Well, I've got my dinner.
The bottle of 3,000-year-old scotch.
liquid lunch.
Yeah, I'm going to go over to the fireplace, and I assume a stack of wood next to it.
If not, we got chairs.
Yeah, all right.
There's chairs we can bring up.
Oh, yeah. And as soon as you turn this place into a place of power, that old-timey jazz music starts playing in the background. Your detective agency
everything's
music.
black and white.
So it switches to black and white.
Instant noir.
There's like that smoke cloud that's just at head height.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like visibly splits the room in two different...
Yeah.
The door to the office got one of those foggy glass windows with your name etched on it.
You weren't wearing a hat, but now it's a fedora.
Damn right it is.
All right. Do you guys do anything tonight before you, drink? You start the fire, you kick back, you get real hungry, and keep forgetting about Valley, because I also forgot about Valley. Sorry.
Whoops.
Sorry, Valley.
Sorry, Valley.
No, I think we're just going to just kick back and be hungry.
Okay.
Make a plan for the morning.
With that one roll that you had, you noticed that those things kind of lost track of certain people at certain points, and they seem to be hunting by an instinct of some sort. They don't have eyeballs or anything, so those shadow creatures hunt by some kind of format. Something that attracts them.
Close proximity.
I don't know, because they just completely ignored you when you were a puddle of mud.
Maybe Tremor Sons.
Yeah, they did. They completely ignored my illusion.
He's a puddle of mud now.
Is there a window near the front of the building?
Yeah.
Grab a plate or a goblet or something and chuck it across the street loudly just to see what they do.
Nothing. None of them come out. None of them do anything about it.
They weren't attracted by the noise.
Must require something living.
It seems to be the case. More than likely, that's why you haven't sensed anything living in this city.
Could be.
Do they hunt by fear?
Maybe.
Is that why they were all over Bill?
Yeah, he was out there alone.
He wasn't here, you son of a bitch. Turned into a puddle of water and you're gonna talk shit to me.
I just keep seeing like the whole group sitting around like Pooh Bear. Oh, think.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back in that office and sit down at the desk. I'm gonna rummage around for some paper and a pencil or a quill or something.
Okay, yeah.
And start working on a ritual.
Okay.
How is Bill? Bill, how are you feeling? Did you heal yourself?
What? Yeah, I feel great now. Right now, I feel great. Probably should heal
We're all
myself.
fine now. Here. No, thank you.
Why that?
I'm good.
Are you pretending to be hurt again?
No, I have damage. Ow, my shoulder.
No, you don't.
Ow.
No, you don't. I rolled a 10. You don't. Stop it.
Ow. What do I heal for? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You tell me.
4.
Okay. That puts me almost back to health.
A 4 on my 2d8.
No, that's
And then
great.
Eddie talking about Uorag turning into a puddle of mud inspired me, so I'm going to go write a song about how some woman hates me.
Named Adira.
I want to work out a ritual that will make us seem to be undead to anything that senses life.
Unalive.
Were you just going to Shaun of the Dead it?
Yeah.
We're at the Winchester.
Yeah.
Having a pint. Waiting for this whole night to blow over.
But we've already made it to the bar.
Attempt to hide our life force or make it seem like a death force.
Okay, so make a roll on that ritual, right? Because
rituals,
Like
they
a
don't
cheesy
do a
80
roll
action.
usually. I mean, I'm happy to make a roll if you...
oh, I thought there was, because then like
It's-
sometimes it requires like
Well,
other
it's-
people to help you, or is that just depending on difficulty?
It's just depending on difficulty. Like,
Okay.
it might take extra time, it might take reagents I don't have, or cost a lot of money, or it might take extra people's help. Oh, I got it right here. It's going to take days, weeks, months. First, you must blank. You'll need help from blank. It'll require a lot of money. The best you can do is a lesser version, unreliable and limited. You and your allies will risk danger from blank. You'll have to disenchant blank to do it.
Blank.
I am gonna say it's gonna take about 6 hours to build this. So you're gonna be up pretty late, end of the night.
So I'm going to be tired tomorrow.
Yep.
I'll keep bringing him coffee and bourbon.
But more than that, he's
bourbon.
not gonna be able to pull back his spells that he lost, if he lost any.
I didn't lose any.
Okay, that's good. I didn't know if he lost any with the spiders. I couldn't remember.
Speaking of spells, I haven't had a chance to check out that scroll I bought yet. We've been pretty...
We've been moving
We've
along.
been pretty pressed. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm going to work on that ritual then.
Okay. I am gonna say, give me a roll, a spell casting roll. I want to see if it does something.
Well, it's 8.
Okay. So, the spell does exactly what you said you want it to do, which is it acts as if you are undead, and people seeing you will believe that you are undead, or sensing you even. Something looking for a life force will sense an undead life force.
Okay.
Did you just turn us all into zombies?
Yeah. Just got a way to do it.
Turned us zombie-ish.
He unalived us. That's what he does.
Unalived-ish. Do we look any different?
Are you casting it right now? Before you talk to the Frasers tomorrow?
Nah, I guess I should probably talk to the Frasers tomorrow.
It would have been funny if I just let you do that, but I figure if you're designing this for 6 hours, you probably would have thought about that.
We should probably also put it on Valley.
Yeah, I suppose so.
And the horse? Can we do that?
We don't have the horse.
The horse
You
is
left the
on the
horse
other
to
side of
the
the forest.
Oh, that's right. Valley's the horse now.
Valley's
Poor Roach.
Valley's the horse.
Poor Roach.
I'm
He
your
was
captain.
sacrificed.
All right. What else? What are the rest of you doing? Just getting some rest after that?
I still don't hear any spirits in the area or anything like that, do I?
Nope.
Okay. So I was contemplating using that my new ability, that Communion of Whispers, when I spend time in a place making note of its resident spirits and calling on those spirits, but with no spirits talking, there's
no one to talk to.
I will let you call out to some spirits and see who responds.
Ew.
Well, that doesn't sound ominous at all.
Do it. Break out the Ouija board.
Wait, I'm in.
Yeah, we're just staying up anyway.
Okay.
Eddie's being noisy in the manager's office, whatever the fuck he's doing.
Since he's got 6 hours, I'll occupy my time by trying to commune with the local spirits. If there's
Give us a roll.
Ooh. That's a 6, 7, 8.
Okay.
So gives me a vision, but it's unclear and its meaning is murky.
Okay.
If something is agreeable to speak with me or show me a vision.
Yeah. So you see a vision of a king in full kingly garb, crown on, everything, walking into this tavern. And as he walks into this tavern, all of the people in the tavern are running away from him, trying to escape him. And he has a group of cultist-looking people with ritual daggers surrounding this tavern. And just as they start walking through the door to do exactly what you think a group of cultists following a king would do to a bunch of people chilling in a tavern, you come back from the vision.
That is quite disheartening.
And I'll
relay. I saw a vision of a king enter the tavern with cultists at his side, brandishing daggers. And then things faded as I'm sure they carried forth their murderous intentions.
You think that's what happened at that house?
I think that's what happened in this entire city.
Ooh, spooky! Who's got the marshmallows? God damn it, Valley!
Hot Pockets and marshmallows.
She's having a great time. She's toasting up some. She's just sitting by their fire now, talking to Roz, toasting up some Hot Pockets and marshmallows, and drinking brandy.
Miles is trying out his marshmallows.
I didn't really feel like part of the group anyway. I got ran over by a cart. They didn't care. Valley, watch the chest.
She's like, they said they wanted to keep an eye on me, but they keep leaving me places.
She's so tiny.
Also, I think they're supposed to be watching this treasure chest. I don't know. Please don't touch it.
Oh, she spilled the beans about the treasure. They're treasure hunters. We need to get to the Frasers pretty quick.
First thing in the morning.
Everybody has nightmares.
I could do the ritual now, and then we could just go over there tonight.
We puddle across the street. And
you want to waste it just to go get Valley? Let's not be rash. We can go to the Cranes in the morning. Seems to be the safest time, according to them. They seem to know what they're doing. They're still alive, according to their story.
All but Martin.
All but Martin.
All but Martin.
Is he here, by the way? Did we look?
Martin Crane. Yeah, he was hiding in the manager's office.
They said that he got dragged off.
Sipping an old fashioned.
He did. He got dragged off by those shadow creatures.
Yeah, so he might still be alive.
He could be anywhere.
Bill, based on what I saw in that vision, do you know anything of the history of this place?
Do I?
That'd be a spout lore if you did.
I have bardic lore too, but I don't know if this would be included in mine. I have Legends of Heroes Past as my bardic lore. Would that be a Legend of a Hero Past or no?
There would be a Legend of a Hero Past,
okay.
yeah.
I will attempt to make the roll with bardic lore, I think. It doesn't give me like actual skill checks, it just...
That's the category of stuff you would know.
Yeah. I rolled a 9, and what would I add to that?
I think wisdom.
Wisdom. All right, 10.
All right, so a 10 will do it. Well then, hold on a second. Scholastic lore dump. I actually put this in the threads for you guys. Why aren't you opening?
Access granted.
Oh, there we go. Scroll down.
Processing.
So,
Data transfer complete.
you know that Guillermos Gambit was once a beautiful, thriving metropolis back during the Age of Chroniclers. So, 2 ages ago. And there was a queen who lived here. And the queen was amazing. She was wonderful. She loved everyone. And then during the break at the end of the Age of Chroniclers, shit went haywire. And everyone lost their magic. And they just went to no magic back then. Long story short, you know that her husband, in an attempt, the king, because she was the queen and it was a queendom, it was her rule. Her husband was the lesser of the 2 roles as far as royal decree is considered. Her king sought after magic because he was also a magician who lost his power. He made a deal with a patron, started a cult, got a taste of magic back, and went way overboard to try and regain that magic power. In doing so, it threw the city into chaos. Him and his cult killed a shit ton of people, and the patron helped him keep everyone that was inside from fleeing as best as humanly possible. And yeah, that's kind of what you know. It was a beautiful city once, and Queen ruled it, and her king, her husband, the king, betrayed everyone and killed a bunch of people with a bunch of high society old magicians that lost their power.
Okay. And you did it through bonding with something, so probably some kind of warlockery.
Yep, something like that.
I will relay that information to Uorag and Eddie. Seems how Eddie knows the stuff about the magic.
I'm in the other room doing that ritual thing.
Don't
and
interrupt him.
You did know too that he used blood magic to make that deal. That was very common.
Okay.
So we could blame this all on the warlocks.
Yep. Yeah.
Screwing us since the beginning.
Thank Greyhawk for that pack hunt. Packed hunt.
Alright, so yeah, I will relay that information. So it sounds like he came here and murdered everybody, probably. Seems like a very comfortable place to stay the night. Seems great.
You're getting the feeling that happened in every house at this point.
Yeah.
That's true.
Well, I hear no spirits, so
I bet you it didn't happen in the castle.
Whatever happened here is not lingering here, aside from the shadowy remnants outside.
I'm sure we're going to have time to check out the castle, Bill. Just lay off of it. We're not doing anything tonight.
Oh, no. We've had time to check out the castle. That's all.
To tie something to his toe or something, so if he takes off in the middle of the night to go to the castle,
Somebody put a leash on him. A bell. Put a bell on Bill.
tie his symbols to his feet.
Getting into Bill's kinkland.
I've got my manacles in the bag.
Well, I mean, we've been a group for a while. We kind of know about Bill.
Yeah, we lived together.
Thankfully in separate rooms.
I mean, we're all friends, but I mean, we've seen things.
He's a bard.
I constantly have symbols attached to me. I don't do anything quietly.
Constantly and anything.
For those of you that would like greater details, please join our Patreon. Jesse will tell you all the things that Bill has been doing in his bedroom.
That's not his OnlyFans.
Oh, it's only
the Bill Quiverlance OnlyFans.
Oh God.
It's / the bard and the lunch lady.
The bard and the lunch lady.
Mashed potatoes.
15 shades of gravy.
All right, so no one got sleep
Between
tonight?
2 slices of bread.
Fish sticks and waffles.
Ooh.
101 uses for milk toast.
God damn it. That derailed.
Boiling water.
Yeah, so you guys You guys get
Stayed up all night.
Yeah, you get what little bit of sleep you can, but
Well, the bourbon kicked in. We got just rolling about picking on Bill all night.
Oh yeah. Even Eddie from the manager's office chimes in every once in a while.
I'm actually just asking him to make me food.
Should see what he does with a butter sack.
I just wait until everybody's about to fall asleep and then clash the cymbals together. Just all night.
Valley's over there having the best night of sleep that she's had in weeks. She's like, oh my god, they have a bed in here. It's comfortable.
Is this down? This is nice.
Hit all the hot pockets.
Yeah.
Got hot and cold running water.
They too had a party.
Meanwhile, this is not a tavern and inn. It's we're sleeping on booths.
Right.
Sleeping on the table.
On a more serious note, Guillermos Gambit was once a beautiful, thriving metropolis. This was during the Age of Chroniclers, when magic users were the dominant force in the world of Euphrae. During this time, the area known as the Forest of Anuxi was called the Golden Wood, and the city was called Regalia. One of the greatest magicians of the Age of Chroniclers built an empire there. She surrounded herself with other great minds and built a citizen-oriented queendom for her people. She eventually married another great magician, and the two of them built the perfect kingdom. No citizens of the city were hungry, homeless, or sickly. With magic as prominent as it was, there was no need for such things. Then came the break. Magic disappeared, and the people of the city began to panic. The queen set aside her personal concerns about the loss of magic and focused on keeping her people safe. She worked with architects, farmers, engineers, and many other guilds to ensure the success of her kingdom in the absence of magic. Her husband did not share her altruism. While the queen worked to secure the future of her people, her husband spiraled into a maddening depression. He and a handful of loyal advisors scoured ancient tombs for a key to unlock the magic that was now lost to them. In their hunt to return magic, the king's secret order left no stone unturned. While the queen struggled to return her kingdom to any semblance of its former glory, the king was more successful in his hunt for power. He found his path back to magic by way of a deal struck with the old god. He had established a connection with a patron and sworn a pact to the god Cthulhu. The king's power grew as his secret order evolved into a full-fledged cult. Rumors of human sacrifice and unholy rituals began to reach the queen, but in her love for the king, she disregarded them as fanciful nonsense. The city suffered and the citizens died. One night, when both moons of Euphrae met in full eclipse, and the night was at its darkest, the king's secret order set forth upon the city, wielding a new dark magic. The cultists slaughtered the residents of the queendom. With each new victim, their power grew. Few escaped the madness. Legend holds that the king took hostage his wife during the night. He made her watch as the city fell to the shadow. When the city had finally grown quiet and the powers of darkness had claimed its hold, the king ran his ritual dagger into his wife's chest. It is said that the last words to have been uttered by any living being within the city were spoken by the queen as she lay dying on the floor. She looked to her husband, the king, and said, "Why, Guillermo? Why did you do this to us? My sweet Guillermo." King Guillermo and his cultists would become part of the shadow that night. They were forever cursed to darken the streets of the city, their souls tainted with the endless hunger for magic and blood. The city, now known as Guillermos Gambit, is still considered cursed and haunted. Many merchant travelers of the Illusion Nation consider it a mercy to be slain by the spiders of Anuxi than to ever enter the cursed walls of Guillermos Gambit. I hope that you've enjoyed this small piece of darker histories of Euphrae. If you would like more dark secrets, or maybe to see maps or to talk to the cast and crew, be sure to follow us on social media or join our Discord. All of those links and more can be found at www.afoolsquest.com. Thank you.
This concludes this episode of A Fool's Quest. Join us next time for a more fun and daring adventure. Thank you for listening, and don't forget to like, subscribe, review, and comment on your favorite platform to listen to A Fool's Quest.